Okay, hello again, you all. Today I'm going to be doing a rhinestone nail bling haul. I recently went shopping at Hobby Lobby, and if you can look at my nails, you see I used a lot of the bling that I already had before. Of course, you don't really know how much I had in this case right here, but yeah, I did a little shopping, and so I wanted to show you guys the stones that I bought, as well as kind of do a restocking here. So I want to say, buying quality gems is not cheap, and there's still a lot of different colors and styles, and I have a few, as you see here in this case. I've got a variety of like charms. I have a couple of other things on my shelf, but I love these stones right here that I'm pointing at. Anyway, so I made a little bit of space in the little cases that I have left. There's like a few right here. I think I'm gonna move some of those there at the top, kind of transfer them over to the little containers, because they're all kind of the same color, and so why not put them all in the same little compartment. But anyways, okay, so it's a little bit hard to open these because they're so small, and because I have so much bling on my nails already, it's a little bit tough to take them out without spilling everything all over the place. But yeah, these are actually not like gems or rhinestones. They're actually beads. I don't know if you can see that line going through them. I really love those iridescent ones. Those will look really pretty. Yeah, look at me struggling. But yeah, I got a few of the same colors, but I kind of like these pink ones a lot more. I think they're, well, if you know anything about me, you know I love iridescent anything. But yeah, these are really pretty. Maybe I'll use these on my next set. I don't know. I'm not too sure what I'm gonna do with them. I just burped. But yeah, it's a little bit hard to kind of like see, and I don't know why they would make beads like that with one side like this metallic covering backing or whatever, but anyways, it'll work in a nail set. Okay, so let me know in the comments if this angle is kind of weird, because I know I'm kind of, showing you things at an angle. But anyways, look at these beautiful preciosa. I don't know if you can hear my dog snoring in the background, but anyways, I'm gonna put them right here in that container, because there are kind of a lot of them in the pack. But I love these, especially. It's funny because looking through the plastic already, you can tell that they're really shiny and iridescent and whatnot, but once that, outside packaging is removed and you look at them, they're even more like radiant. Super gorgeous. My gosh. Anyways, yeah, I want to say, after trying to get these into the container, I realized that I had to switch up my technique and how to like get the gems into the container. And it's funny because I feel like any small task that you do as a nail technician, it's almost like every little aspect of doing the work requires some sort of experience, because this is, I want to say, my first time kind of restocking gems and stuff, at least in this way. Yeah, some of the stones were falling around and I'm over here. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it was so frustrating because it's like the packaging wasn't like very deep. So any slight movement, I'd end up knocking a few gems into the wrong compartments. Yeah, frustrating. But that's why I like the not oh my gosh. I'm over here just losing it. Yeah, relax, Alex. No, but that's why I like the and this is me switching up my technique. I'm gonna fold up a piece of paper to kind of use as like a funnel. And I think this is also a good way to clean up glitter, right? If you spill glitter anywhere, scoop it into like a little paper folder type of thing. Anyways, but yeah, that's why I like gem containers that have individual like flaps for each little compartment. These ones where you open that top lid and it uncovers the entire container, it kind of makes things a little bit more frustrating. But anyways, yeah, I'm trying to figure out which little pocket of stones matches this new set of rhinestones that I'm about to unpackage. But yeah, I really love the pink ones. And these ones weren't as iridescent as I would have liked, but they're still super beautiful, very radiant, very sparkly. Eventually I figured out a good way to open these packages because it's kind of a pain. You know, you don't want to open them and they accidentally spill all over the place. And the packaging is so small, it's like it'd be good to open them up over like a large plastic container, but then thinking about how to take them out of the container is kind of a pain too, because it's like if they're small and you open them over a big container and have to pick them up one by one, you know what I mean? It's just, I don't know, I think this is a better way to make sure that, you know, they don't go slipping and sliding all over the place. Oh my gosh, I'm here trying to show you guys what they look like up close. And that was a lot easier than not putting that piece of paper down there. But anyways, okay, eventually I'm gonna get a good tripod so that I can show you guys stuff, because I actually have this camera propped up on a lamp. So anyways, okay, now oops, I dropped a rhinestone. I don't know if you saw that, but yeah. I want to say a good way to determine if you are working with quality stones is that if you happen to kind of like tap them on your teeth, or even I guess with, you know, a nail or something like that. Yeah, that was much easier than what I was doing before. If you tap it on your tooth and it feels like it's like glass, you know, you're probably working with a crystal. So you don't really want to get plastic rhinestones. You want to get like, you know, actual crystals or glass stones. I guess they're not really stones if they're glass, but anyways. You know, just unpackaging some more of the beads. It's a little bit hard to edit all of this stuff with my phone. I gotta find a good what's it called? Some good phone software. It's tedious, you know what I mean? Kind of like this process of unpackaging, and see, this is me actually finally getting the technique down. But anyways, I really do love doing nails though. It's really fun, you know. Ooh, I really like these ones. These are really pretty. But yeah, it's fun, you know. It's like not only can you work for yourself, but it's a form of art, you know. Alright, so for the most part, yeah, I don't think I have any other compartments in there. Actually, I end up moving, yeah, I move the, you'll see what I do right now. I'm just gonna get my wax stone grabber pen thing, move those 5 little tiny rhinestones over so that I can, yeah, and you know, to be honest with you, the best thing that you can do, as any type of business owner is stay organized and know how to condense, because as you're starting off you might not have the most storage. I mean, of course, unless you've really done something similar to, I guess, just starting something from the very beginning, starting a business or a major project, there's always going to be things along the way that you're going to be like, oh, you know what, I should have thought of this. I could have maybe made sure I had more storage or another type of, you know, different types of organizers. And it's kind of like a, I wouldn't say like a trial and error type of thing, but you know, like anything, it's a, when you're doing something for the first time, it's a learning experience. So, you know, I kind of want to make these types of videos so that you guys can kind of save time and also be encouraged, you know, just knowing that you're gonna, if you're starting something from the very beginning, you're gonna make some mistakes. Hopefully, if you're very careful, you're not gonna really struggle too much. But yeah, these rhinestones were even prettier than the other pink ones that were like in the similar packaging. The other pink ones. Only because the contrast, well, I guess they both kind of contrast against that iridescent blue. But yeah, I love sparkly things. I should have made these clips like a lot shorter. See, trial and error. You learn as you go. Gorgeous. Oh my goodness. Those are so beautiful. Okay. Now we're done with this container. But yeah, as I said, buying quality stones is not cheap. And even though you might be starting off and you're like, oh, I don't really have the budget to buy a lot of great crystals or anything like that, don't settle for the cheapy ones because you're able to buy more of those. Take your time acquiring quality stones, because I mean, unless essentially you're really only focusing on creating content, maybe on yourself and like practicing, then fine, go ahead and not worry too much about quality. But if you do plan on actually growing clientele, I really like these ones. These ones are really pretty. I can't tell simply from the packaging whether if they're actual crystals or not, but they look pretty good quality. So, and of course that those are already organized. So, but yeah, if you plan on acquiring clientele and, you know, working on them, you don't want to buy cheap crystals because they won't be so encouraged. Like, you'll do a set on them, and if you're using the lower quality crystals, you know, the iridescence or the sparkle is just gonna wear off really quick, and there could be a major turn off for them. So I would say take your time and slowly acquire quality product. Sorry, I have some windows open while I'm doing this voiceover, but anyway. So if you can hear stuff in the background, it's just stuff going on. But yeah, I think these are really pretty. And yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to buy some more containers for rhinestones. This one that I'm organizing or restocking or whatever, it's too small. So I need to go do some shopping for that too. Trying to get those last couple ones out of there. Okay. Gosh, those are so pretty. But yeah, these were Preciosa stones from Hobby Lobby. And for the most part, we're almost done here. And these are, yeah, the purplish kind of indigo-ish, I think. I think that's indigo. It's like a dusty bluish purpley. But yeah, this little packaging is a little bit annoying just because the packaging is just so small. I mean, I'm not for like, waste or anything like that. There's only a few, stones in there, so I don't need huge packaging, but okay. So now, oh, right, we got some butterfly beads. And then like these rainbow variation. I got 2 packages of these because I thought they were so pretty. Maybe once I buy more storage, little mini, gemstone containers, I'll actually organize these by color and take, or maybe I'll keep this mixture going because I do think they all kind of complement each other. But yeah, those little ones won't come out. Okay, there's both packages opened up and ready to be siphoned into this little tiny container. You have no idea how glad I am that I didn't make a huge mess during this process and lose a bunch of stones, because this was not cheap. of course, at Hobby Lobby, there was a 50% off sale going on. And so I wasn't paying full price for all of these, but because I did get, you know, like 2 of each kind of for some things, you know, it can slowly but surely add up. So yeah. I'm trying to figure out right here where I'm going to put them. Yeah, my dog's over here snoring in the background. But yeah, so I'm going to move those rhinestones over a little bit so that I have at least a couple. Well, I think this is actually the last bit of stones or charms, whatever. They're beads, but I'm still probably going to use them on my nails. I'm just going to move those over because the stones in the very next slot are exactly the same. So might as well condense and put them all in one. And honestly, all the other ones on that other side that I'm starting to work on now, not even really too crazy about them. They don't have like an incredible sparkle or anything like that, but at the same time, I don't want to waste, so I'll probably end up keeping them. But yeah, I think these butterfly stones are really beautiful. Or these butterfly beads, I should say. So pretty. Not gonna lie, sometimes it is a little bit of a challenge having longer nails. And the nails that I have on right now are not super long, but you know, of course, also because there's so much bling, it kind of makes them a little bit bulkier. But yeah, so me trying to over here, gonna try to pick up one of the beads for you. See, it doesn't have a flat back, so I'm kind of imagining here how I might yeah, I said, you know what, never mind. I'm not trying to drop it and then lose it somewhere, never find it again. So yeah, here's the other one. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how could I mean, it wouldn't be impossible, especially because there's beads, or because they are beads. They kind of have those side holes, I guess, where string would go. And so when I place them in a bit of rhinestone glue, there's a good chance that the glue will, oh my gosh, they're really pretty, kind of seep into those holes and kind of create a more firm, I guess, bond with the actual bead. So anyways, yay, we made it finally. I know that was kind of long, but I do hope you enjoyed watching me restock these rhinestones, my bling. Follow me. I'm also on YouTube. I'll see you soon.